Hello, I am Nikki here with Jess Ford. Today we're going to go over a secret weapon that every vehicle should have. So follow along to see what it is. So this little secret weapon, this powerhouse, is a portable jump starter kit. Novsight has sent us their jump starter kit, which is at 5,000 amps and retails for $199. And just like every product review we do on our channel, we are going to give 100% honest feedback. If we recommend this product, we will let you know. If we do not recommend this product and don't have positive feedback, we will also let you know. I did the unboxing yesterday to give initial thoughts. So like I said, this is a Novsight portable jump starter kit. You have your cable, you have your charger cord, user manual, and then the actual power bank itself.
Okay, so here is what Novsight says this thing is capable of doing. 5,000 peak amps, starts engines up to 10 liters, starts diesel engines up to 8 liters, can jumpstart vehicles multiple times off of a single charge, which we will put to the test, fast USB-C charging in and out. I received this at about 45% charge when I opened up the package, as you can see, and I charged it for about an hour, and it jumped all the way up to 99%. So charging the actual unit itself took no time at all. It can power phones, cameras, tablets, inflators, anything you can think of. Flashlight, smart clamps with reverse polarity and spark protection, a weather-resistant design, and it currently retails around $199.
When reading reviews online, let's see, the general tone: compact, powerful, easy to use, great for emergencies. There's a few caveats about the cable length being too short and the performance capabilities on a completely dead battery. Things that people say they like: it's already saved me twice, works great on trucks and lawn equipment, better than jumper cables. Others have mentioned clamps are a little short. It shuts off quickly if the battery is totally dead. Keep it charged every few months, which pretty fair. All these things are pretty fair comments and all things that we plan to test. Okay, so confession time. When it comes to the service side of things, how vehicles actually work,
I know nothing.
I'm not qualified to be able to review a product like this. And trust me, you do not want me to review this product because I would give it a thumbs up because it looks cool. So I'm going to introduce you to one of my friends who I believe is truly qualified and someone I fully trust, not only with my personal vehicles, but my family's vehicles, my friends' vehicles. Anytime that we have any question or need, boom, we call this friend up. So instead of me pretending like I know what I'm doing or talking about, I brought in somebody who actually does know what they're talking about.
My name's Aaron Murray. I am the service manager at Jess Ford in Grand Coulee. Try to keep everything rolling around here. All right, so what features do I like? What else?
What one are we using?
I got a diesel over here that's got a bad battery. It's my best guess, but it won't start. So
Perfect.
We'll use this to jump. I mean, it says it's good for 10 liter and under diesel engines. So, and
Tell me what you're doing.
okay, just hooking up the cables. Hook up the positive first, then hook up the negative. Let's see if this thing will read. It is. I do like that. It reads the feature. This one is reading at 14.9. We have a bad battery in the system, which is what's causing it not to start. Most likely this one, we hook to the passenger side battery because that is more of a direct jump right to the starter. And you can see it's going down pretty fast. It just keeps charging it, ready to start it. So
Cool.
try it, see if it'll work.
Okay, let's pause the video right here because this is not the product's fault. This is my fault. I didn't allow Aaron to read the owner's manual on how this product worked or what the steps were. So do not blame the product, blame me. Watch this unfold as we try to figure this out. I shouldn't say we, as Aaron tries to figure this out. Is the light turned off? Does that have anything to do with that?
So it's ready, but I think you might have to do it right when it.
Got it.
Did pop back down to 11 volts. I think so. It did because it was originally popped, but now I don't know if it's showing the voltage it's putting out. Would be my guess, not what you're actually charging back at. I don't know, positive, negative. Start it. So on this vehicle that we use it on, this is a 6.7 diesel. This thing's good for 10 liters and under, it says, for diesel engines. So we're jump start a 6.7 that is a dual battery setup. Typically what happens, which I'm suspecting is what happened to this one that came in this morning, is this battery is most likely bad, which is causing it to discharge the other batteries. So when you shut them off, that other battery that's good will discharge into this bad battery that's got a bad cell, and it's sulfide degradation or something in it that's screwing it up. So basically, this one feeds the starter. Always jump it on this side. It's more of a direct line. So we're just compensating for the one battery basically that's drawing them both down. But this is good enough to jump. This has some juice, but not near enough to start the vehicle, and it definitely works for that. Things I like on these portable jump packs like this, it is nice to have a charge back meter. So like when you get it started, what voltage is the vehicle producing now to the batteries? What, is it charging them back? Do we have a bad alternator? It is nice to see it jump up and show that it's charging at 14.7 or roughly there is where most of these charge at. So at least once you start it, hey, is the alternator charging? Yes, no, you can see that with a digital readout. This one does not appear to have that. It does show battery voltage for a quick second, but then it kind of flips off of it.
What are some things you don't like about this one?
This one was a little touchy. It seemed like we kind of sat here, hooked it up, talked for a few seconds, went to go start it. It had already quit trying to put voltage to the vehicle. It didn't seem like it was that long, like 15 to 20 seconds. It would be nice to have a little bit longer time to go in and start the vehicle without having to reset the jump pack.
How often do you see dead batteries this time of year?
This time of year, it's a lot. I mean, the last 2 months. I mean, anytime it starts to drop, I'd say mid-September here on, we go through batteries like crazy. Those ones that are borderline that we've been telling customers all year they should replace when they come in for oil changes suddenly are dead and they can't start their vehicles in the morning. So it's best if somebody tells you got a battery that's a little weak, do it before the cold weather hits. That cold weather will zap that battery almost the very first cold night.
For people that live in rural areas like where we are, do you recommend something like this for people to carry in their vehicle?
Oh, absolutely. These things are handy. I mean, I'm a believer. We got giant jump packs in the shop that are way bigger than this. They're heavy. You got to carry them around. They work great. We use some of those more for like supply voltage, more so than just jump starting also. But these little jump start packs are fantastic. I carry one of my side by side. I would keep one in every rig. Like there, you never know. Plus, you can charge USBs. You can charge your phone on it. It's it'll do a lot of things. So definitely handy to have around. And for the price of these anymore, you might as well just have it.
Okay, so final thoughts on this. Good, bad, what would you rank it out of 10 and why?
I think it did the job. One, it was pretty quick the first time trying to start it, that it wasn't pushing voltage to start the vehicle. So I wish it would start or stay on a little longer as far as pushing voltage. The cables got a little warm, but we also did start this thing 3 different times with it. So I would say overall, I'm pretty satisfied for what it's supposed to do as far as jumping a vehicle. It's doing what it should. I mean, we got dead batteries in the Super Duty. It was a 6.7 diesel and it did the job. It's solid 8 probably out of 10 or better. I haven't used a ton of these. I do have a different brand one I use on my personal side of things, but it pretty much just jump starts 1,000cc motors on side by side. So it's hard to go for sure, but I think this one did a great job. Has a readout, tells you what voltage is low or how much percentage is left in it. So I think it has basically everything you need to have in it.
Okay, so let's go over some things that Aaron has said and shared. What Aaron liked. He liked that it was able to jumpstart a 6.7 diesel on a completely dead battery. Not once, not twice, but 3 times in our initial testing. After the 3 jumps, it went from 99% to 80%. He said that it is compact and light-ish, and so it's easy to store in your vehicle. And he gave it an 8 out of 10 overall. Now, he did give some comments on things that he wishes were a little different or improved. So after about 15 seconds after turning it on and plugging it in, the unit turned off. 15 seconds isn't really that long, especially if you turn your keys on a diesel and you're waiting for your glow plug. So I wish there was, or he wishes there was a way to bypass the automatic shutoff. It doesn't show real-time output, the ampage output, which could be a nice advanced feature on this specific unit. And there's no built-in air compressor, which some units offer both a portable jump starter kit and the air compressor. So one thing I can do and comment on about portable jump starter kits, not the actual functionality, but some helpful tips on if you do carry a portable jump starter kit. How often do you need to charge your portable jump starter kit? So most manufacturers say every 9 to 12 months. However, you don't want to be stuck in a situation where you are not able to use your kit because the kit isn't charged. So we do recommend every 3 to 4 months or every 6 months. The one that we received from Novsight, it jumped up 55% in an hour, hour and a half. So it doesn't take that long. Just set a reminder on your phone so that you don't forget to check it, charge it, make sure that your emergency kit is good to go. So what else can you charge on kits like this? So make sure you have charger cables like a USB-C or a USB cord, whatever. But you can charge phones, tablets, an air compressor, a portable air compressor, those portable hand warmers, rechargeable hand warmers, emergency equipment needed. This basically doubles as an emergency power bank in addition to jump starting your vehicle. So really, really cool and awesome feature, but only if you follow the first tip, which is keep it charged. Make sure that you're storing it somewhere that it can't get wet. I know it says that it is a weatherproof design or whatever, but you don't want this thing to get wet if it doesn't have to. So keep it dry. Try not to have extreme temperatures like over 140 and then freezing temperatures consistently. Now I know in winter, hence all the ice and snow, sometimes that's out of our control. Batteries do drain faster when they're in cold temperatures. So just maybe check it more often in the winter, just to make sure that the charge is where it needs to be. And then the last one is charge it after every use. So today, even though mine says 80%, I'm going to go home and charge it so that it's ready for the next time if I need to use it. So overall, Jess Ford gives this Novsight 5000 amp portable jump starter kit an 8 out of 10. We do recommend it. There are some features we wish it had, but it works. It worked on a diesel multiple times. We used a real world scenario. So yes, we recommend this specific jump starter kit. Is it perfect? No, but for what you would need it to do and what it actually does, it does its job. It's a super strong contender compared to other brand names. So I want to give a huge shout out to Novsight. Thank you for sending us this product to test. And also a big thank you to Aaron for doing something I can't do or shouldn't do, and actually giving some professional insight for you guys. If you want to learn more about portable jump starter kits or this specific Novsight jump starter kit or other products that you want us to test, let us know. Drop them in the comments. Email me at marketing@jessford.com so that we can put some real world testing together for you guys. But make sure to give our channel a subscribe, like this video, comment on it on what brands of jump starter kits that you use or recommend or don't recommend. Give us all the information down below in the comments. Hopefully this video was entertaining or educational for you. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you next time.